Legend of Total War here with part 33 of my Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play campaign as the Karling Dynasty Empire of Francia. So previously we had a rather complicated issue to deal with in terms of the succession. Our previous king had syphilis, which means he had a death sentence, and didn't have any heirs. Well, he didn't have any sons. So it passed on to this guy here who had way too many grandsons and sons. So we have since executed and put into the priesthood, I guess, anyone who is a pretender to the throne, securing at least 2 generations now of easy successions, as long as nobody else has any more children. So that's good. Now we can continue our conquest of Europe, / Asia. Where is the line between Europe and Asia here? I don't know. So I was thinking about hitting the Byzantine Empire a bit more, because loses the trait gluttonous. I guess that's good, because that has nothing good to it. Alright, I want to declare war for trapezus. So these territories will be handed over to Armenia. But the southern territories of the Byzantine Empire are their richest. So by depriving them of these regions, if I can deprive them of all of these regions in here, then I can essentially usurp the what's it called? The Byzantine Empire away from them entirely. How is this part of the Byzantine Empire? They never held on to this territory, not to my knowledge. And that's not saying that I want to usurp the Byzantine Empire, but that means that I could. With a fort level of 5.5, I'm not sure 15,000 men are going to do that well, but they're fine. Overestimated the garrison though. It's kind of frustrating to have to keep taking just one region at a time from the Byzantines, but so be it. Once they're finally gone for good, the rest of the world will fall very easily. Been waiting for a crusade. Doesn't seem like the crusade's coming. Also, giving these territories to Armenia will certainly help with their strength. So I can levy more of their troops up in the north, where I actually really need them. Good. So, I'm in control of this, I'll hand it over to you. And this will also help keep him under control. I don't want the barony. You can have that. The Count of Split. Who's that? Okay, so these belong here to Bavaria. And then I saw Cremona, that's here. They must have been my vassals when he came into power. Right. So transfer that over to you. take that if we wanted to. Just wondering if we should keep hitting the Byzantine Empire, or should we lay off them and hit someone else? How strong are they now? So apparently he can only muster 692 troops, but I think that's bullshit. I think he can actually muster a lot more than that. I know he's badly in debt. He just can't pay for his troops. It's also another reason why we want to keep taking their his personal fiefs, so he just can't pay his debts back. Still the same dynasty that's in power here. They've been in power for a very long time, despite all the losses that I've inflicted on them. It seems like for the time being that the realm is quite stable. I mean, 62% is not that bad. This Finnish revolt here is isolated to just one region, so we should take it on. So did somebody else in my family have more children? No. So of course be headed over to Denmark. Now, it's already, I guess we just need to wait for it to become Catholic, but at the same time I can't be bothered to wait. Just hand it over to them, let them sort it out. Okay, now these guys are back asking for independence. So the King of Sind, he's my most important vassal, so I'm going to have to do something to appease him. Just award him an honorary title, designate regent, and that should get him out of it. And how about a little gift? There you go. A gift from the Pope. Because I'm just going to get that money straight from the Pope. Request money. Yes, thank you. That's a good amount of money. You can give that to me. Actually, get these armies over here. So we have 33,000 men as a retinue army now, which we pay 8.7 per month for. So it's not too bad. Plus, if I ever want money, I just get it from the Pope, provided I've got piety. So the King of Sind. He shouldn't be in there anymore. Yeah, okay, it's gone. Okay, okay. Okay, this is good. That'll help keep me in power. I'll need to defeat that army though. Who should I attack next? I kind of don't... Oh, look, it doesn't really matter. Look, 11,000... If I go down in prestige, it doesn't matter. I'm going to... Oh, I can't do that right now, of course. I really want to cut the Byzantine Empire apart. Now, the Kingdom of Georgia... How many more... Where is it? How many more of the counties do I need? I think just one more. I want to offer to join the war, because otherwise they'll take forever doing it. So Armenia's in control there, that's good. Oh, is that what they're going for? Lower Don. Alright, I will go and declare war on the Byzantines again. Yeah, see, Armenia's already in a war for Lower Don. Theodosiopolis is probably one of their richest settlements, so let's take that. I can now levy 11,000 men from Armenia. That's really good to see. Okay, everything looks like it's going to go fine. These regions here haven't fully recovered since the last time we... Oh, hang on. That didn't work. You shouldn't be cynical. Even though I would say that in today's age, being cynical has its uses in this stage. As I've said before, atheism really didn't make sense for feudal... for the feudal age. Or for the medieval era. It made more sense to be religious then, because the scientific answers were not available. I just don't think Christianity was a good choice, that's all. Paganism would have been better. That's my personal opinion, but whatever. And now we hear the reeing of all the Catholics and all the Christians going, "New legend, you're so wrong." Here they come. Yes, by the end, this is a good way to make some money. And, you guys get out of there and get some stewardship. So this will be handed over to Armenia, making Armenia stronger so they can take on the Byzantine Empire as much as they feel like it. Good rich settlement there. Which, you know, it'll take a little while before they can make use of it, but now the Byzantines can't make use of it at all. He's only got 1,000 men. Can't afford to pay for mercenaries. Owes 700 to Jews. Okay, the Kingdom of Norway can now be usurped. I will do so. See, now this... Can I declare war on them? I can, but I need to get... I usually go with 10% salt, but let's go with 20%, see if it makes a difference. That's a lot of salt, though. Also, the thing to note is that salt was very expensive back in those days. I mean, it's cheap now. So putting unnecessary amounts of salt on things may not necessarily be a good idea. Travelling Bard, I think, is the best. So yeah, I don't accept that peace because it's a good way for me to keep my vassals under control. Although I would like to take that territory. The plus 25 bonus to loyalty from them all is really helping a lot. So now there's just these two left in here. And even them, they actually kind of like me. Okay. Okay, that's way more than would have been if I had gone 10%, so that's good. So that's a better choice. Alright, what are we doing this time? Made a last little profit and some stewardship. Alright, let's declare war on the Byzantines yet again. Let's see what we can get out of them. Now, I want to see if I can get... Well, I can claim the Byzantine Empire for... Yeah, no, for someone else. Don't worry about that. Claim it for this person here. Make them independent. Oh, fucking hell. I gotta pause up when doing this, because you gotta be careful about these decisions. I need to know more about these people. So this person here is Orthodox. This person here is Catholic, which means if I put her in power, I'll be able to claim the territory. Actually, come over here. Don't let the Byzantines take this settlement away from Armenia. We want them to win this. And also, whilst they've got lots of territory occupied, it's a good opportunity for us to have quick wars against the Byzantines. Paphlagonia. Surely Paphlagonia is down here, so I should probably be able to usurp that title. Well, once they're at peace. It's good now that we don't have to worry about the succession. We've got everything under control. Sometimes disaster befalls us, and it just requires a ruthless administration ruthless, cold, heartless administration to make sure that everything is fine. Otherwise, generations of turmoil begins. Sometimes it's important to be extremely cruel for a short amount of time so that thousands of other peoples can live in peace. And sometimes people can't understand or appreciate that. You don't need their acceptance or appreciation. You just need them to get out of the way. Yeah, but it's the wrong thing to do. Okay, good. They're ready to surrender. Okay, get these people out of there. You come up this way. So this will need to be claimed. Actually, can I just offer vassalization? Distant realm. Oh, we don't share a border with it. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, now we can go to war for this, and hopefully allow us to create the Kingdom of Georgia. Once we've created the Kingdom of Georgia and taken away Georgia, the Georgian territories, from the Byzantine Empire, like I said, we could usurp it. And if we usurp it, it'll force all of this to fragment into smaller pieces. But here's the thing, if I usurp it, I'm going to want to destroy the title. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to destroy it. So it might just be in my best interest to just keep outplaying them and make sure we just take away all their territory. There's not a whole lot left. It's 2 or 3 episodes worth of work. Once the Byzantines are finally gone, then the rest of the world will really not be a problem. Actually, the rest of the world really isn't a problem anyway. No one can stand up to us. The only thing that can overthrow us is problems from internal issues. That's it. And I think they'll need to wait for reinforcements. We sorted out the problem over here ages ago. And we need to take out Mali. Mali's no threat. It takes them ages to get their shit together to occupy not particularly valuable settlements anyway. But, again, it still needs to be taken. But, again, shit territory. I don't really want to take it. Actually, now might be a good time. We've got, we're well under our defense limit. It's a good opportunity for us to administrate it. Alright, thank you very much. I'll take this. Now, can I create... Yes, I can. Good. And that'll give me claim over all of this. Let's go for this first. Actually, we'll go for both of it at the same time. We'll get 2 regions at a time from the Byzantines. Okay, I'll task Armenia with hitting this. And you up that way as well. Because we need to be quick with that one. You two take these on separately. This will have to be handed over to Armenia, of course. So another kingdom title that we're going to need is Khazaria. In fact, after we've taken Khazaria, we'll have de jure claim, I think, on all of their shit. Let me see, what else kingdoms are they sitting on? They're sitting on Volga, Bulgaria. The Kingdom of Volga, Bulgaria. Yeah, we're a little while away from that. We'll need to take more of these territories over here, which is very much possible. Okay, speed things up while they get into position, if you wouldn't mind. Yes, they ended up getting lowered on. Good. So that was Armenia that did that. Basically, all the territory that remains, or most of the territory that remains, will belong to Armenia. We need to prioritize winning this one here first. It's kind of good. We're kind of like getting 2 regions out of this war. It's kind of like 2 wars. I mean 1 war. Because if we go to war with either of them, we're hostile to both of them. Shouldn't be much longer. Okay, so they're at 99%. There's the surrender. Good. I'll take that. Thank you very much. So both of these realms that we took will be... Well, not realms, but these counties that we took can be handed over to Armenia. So as far as Georgia is concerned, they just have 2 more of those regions. Okay, now how about we take on... How many troops do you have at the moment available to me? 7,000. Oh, there goes the dog again. She sat there quietly for about half an hour. But the dogs, they just would not stop barking. So this region here, it's just one region. All right, let's take that on because it's easy. I'll just send Sin to go get him. 55,000. The great thing about this is that it's very quick. 1 region territory, just go and capture it and then that's it, it's over. Whereas with Sweden, we want to take 1 region, have to conquer them entirely just to get that 1 region off them. 25,000 men will be more than enough. Oh, you just... What the fuck? Oh, he converted to Christianity. The motherfucker. You dirty little shit. Now I have to claim it. Get back here. Get ready to pick up the other forces from Sind. getting a phone call. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Let's get back to it. So I was in the middle of getting ready to attack this guy. He thought that converting to Christianity would stop me. Nuh-uh. In fact, this time I'll bring even more troops. Just stay there. Actually, him converting to Catholicism works for me because this region can be turned into a castle right away. You'll one day be king. Being content is not what you want. Well, he may one day be king. There's no guarantee. But still, he's second in line to the throne now. Yeah, there's no converting out of this one. This time you're fucked. You delayed me by about a month. Well done to you. And we hand this over to him. At least it's been made slightly more useful to us, so that helps. Now, who else? Well, what else should we do? Byzantines again? Yeah, Byzantines again. Alright, let's go. I want to take all of Georgia away from them first. So these regions should be still pretty badly smashed up because it was only a few weeks since we were last there. They haven't recovered their full garrison. So weird. He can only at most muster 1,300 men. He can't even seemingly muster any troops from his own demesnes because they're such shit territories. So he's got 2 duchies here, and just the county of Pronsk. The county of Pronsk has been fucking looted. So yeah, he can't do shit. I mean, all he's got is a tribal region. Maybe I should take that away from him. Well, it's not worth anything. He can't make any money. He's the wrong culture, the wrong type. He's just fucked. Well, in 340 years, the Ottomans would have captured Constantinople anyway. We've held Constantinople for now for like quite some time. And I somewhat don't think the Ottomans are going to be showing up in this particular campaign. In fact, the Turks didn't even show up. The Mongols will be 100 years before they show up. Just trying to remember exactly what happened in my Byzantine campaign when the Mongols showed up. I don't think I had most of the world at that point. Probably would have had at least half the world. Wasn't at this point here. Because obviously with this one you get a bit of a head start. Actually quite a significant head start. A couple 100 years. Yeah, I think next time I play this campaign, this game I mean, I'll play as a Muslim faction. Either as the Abbasids or the ones that were in... What were these ones over here? The, I can't remember what they're called now. The Umayyads, that's it. Okay, they should be surrendering after that. They're at 99%. As good as dead. Okay, another region to be handed over to you. And the Byzantine Empire continues to weaken. They're so weak now that it's almost... It doesn't even matter if we keep attacking them. But the main thing is I don't want them to expand. So maybe I should conquer the people that are bordering them to make sure they don't do that. Like, over here might be a good choice. Well, let's see. Where can we get a few territories from? If we were to hit... two separate things. What about this guy? What about Ugra? Can get a fair amount of territory out of them. I guess I don't need the claim. I'll take that. Because the main thing here is I'm just going for quick wars. That's a very quick war. Whereas over here, I still have to rely on Armenia, and I've been using their forces a fair bit. Okay, so they actually do have quite a bit available. Maybe I'll hit Rostov here. Okay, this should be easy enough to conquer. And I think, since it's... Okay, flatter them, soothe their tempers, just all the bottom ones, and then it's always the same. So this will be able to be converted to a castle straight away, I think. Oh no, I have to, I'll have to revoke it from him. I should have put the claim down in the first place, I guess. So we get a free city out of it by doing that. Wait, was I supposed to give them that region? That's part of Ruthenia. It doesn't matter, but I wasn't supposed to give it to them. Just don't worry about that right now. I'm sure she's not going to get it back. Well, I'm not going to try and get it back. I mean, I could just put the claim in and take it, but things are a mess anyway. Alright, I said Rostov was next. Let's do it. Let's see if we can do it just with Armenia's forces. 13,000 men, okay. Now we're talking. So, who owns this? Poland. Alright, see if Poland can at the very least just stop the Byzantines from showing up to be a nuisance. Although their level of being a nuisance is vastly reduced now. They're just avoiding me. Okay, once we take this, maybe they'll surrender, but maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I'll send one of the armies, the smaller one, over here to capture that. It's like looking at the size of our empire. Very large. At this point, here would be the largest in history. And you know, we've held on to it for a good amount of time as well. I mean, it's one thing to create a big empire like what Alexander did or Genghis Khan, but it's another thing entirely to make it last hundreds of years. "350 years we've been playing. But that, you know, we didn't start off with a huge empire to begin with. Charlemagne was able to create the Empire of Francia, but it was only about that big. Oh shit, they actually lost that battle. I thought Armenia would be enough to handle it by themselves. I guess we'll have to bring in Middle Francia to come and help. So who the fuck brought in all those troops? Yaroslavl brought in 4,000 troops. Well, guess what, bitch? You're next. You gotta learn. You gotta learn. Just let me have my way, or else you're next. I mean, everyone's gonna die eventually, but you get to live longer if you stay out of my way. You're fucked. Wait, who's... The Byzantines are going to cross the river to come and attack us. And so are they. Well, it doesn't matter. Even with Yaroslavl's 10,000 men, I'll raise them another 10,000. The big problem here, though, is going to be attrition. We're bound to take a fair amount of attrition coming through here. It's 3.8%. Okay, so that's not that bad. So I don't really have any interest in fighting their army. All I need to do is capture this and then the war's over. I'm not here to win battles, I'm here to win wars. We'll need to move fast before they capture this as well. Okay, that quickly. There. Now, time for Yaroslavl to be punished. Now, these settlements here, can I convert? No, they can't be converted to castles just yet. I'll still hand them over to Armenia, because I can't be bothered waiting for them to convert. Sometimes it seems like whenever it's in my hands, it takes forever to convert. Okay. Now, like I said, Yaroslavl, you need to be punished for your involvement in that. Oh, don't tell me it's holy wars for, like, individual regions. Okay, well, that's the majority of the territory. We'll go for that. Let's get in there before they can get their shit together. And again, it's all tribal settlements, but that's okay. They need to be punished. If they've got 10,000 men that they can levy, they have to be punished. They have to be brought down to size. Can't allow them to have that many troops. Now, can we end up creating this kingdom now? The Kingdom of Volga, Bulgaria? Yes, I can. Alright. And in doing so, I believe I hold all titles, all kingdom titles, into Byzantine land, except for maybe... Wait, do we have Khazaria? Let me just check. Yes, I do now. So by right, the Byzantine Empire belongs to me. There's no escaping for them now. What's making the squeaky fucking noise? So this region here was actually a castle region, but then a tribal fucker took over it. Since it's a holy... Well, actually, this is not the region we're going for anyway. But when I get control of this again, I'll make the castle the capital. See, it takes Yaroslavl time to get their shit together. I'm not giving them that time. This will be over soon. Okay, 3 crappy territories handed over not to Armenia, to... Okay, it's part of Rus. I'll hand that over to Poland. Poland's seen better days. This guy here's... Oh, look, I don't care anymore. It's none of my dynasty. It was before. Now, Yaroslavl. So you can apparently only levy 1,000 men now, but I don't know. Maybe I should hit you again. Like I said, punishment must be swift and severe. What about Vladimir? You get 3 regions out of this. Alright, I'll do it. $24,000 men. Can I get a bit more? Well, someone's gonna have to go and take these guys out. A lot of rebels in the area. You'll just have to wait there. Wait till the Middle Francia forces show up. So the Bektashi Order. I've seen the Bektashi Order a number of times. Are they mercenaries? I don't know. I don't see them there. They could only be available to pagans. That there is a distraction. I mean, we're not going to win that battle, but while that's going on, we're going to be capturing their settlements, which is worth more war score anyway. This is a fairly good territory right here. So that battle there gained them no war score, and it lost them 80 because they weren't going to be able to stop us there. Which one's this? Yes, this is the guy. You got to be careful not to get peace with the defensive pact, defensive war. Okay, so shit, yeah, loads of shit. But this, hang on, where's it going to be handed to? Handed it to Poland. At least those three tribes will not rise up against us again. Oh, hang on. I do need to take that territory back because it's giving them recurring war score for holding on to it. Oh, what's this? You declared your independence. Well, that just makes it easy for me to go kill you. Armenia could use a little bit of a rest. Seems like Wallachia is in a little bit of a revolt, which is why I'm only getting like half of their vassals, half of their levies. So the petty kingdom of Ostlandet. I could take that, it's only one region, that'd be very easy. You're living to quite an old age. I'm glad he's not married yet. Can order him to take the vows, I don't want to do that though. Gotta try and make it so that they're not able to levy their troops too often. I might actually need more troops over there. So Armenia is gonna have to show up. They're the ones that are gonna benefit from this. So it's not gonna piss them off. It's just a case of they're not getting a chance to recover their full levy. So once again, this will be handed over to you. So over here it's quite fragmented. Yaroslavl seems like it's got about 5 regions left. Vladimir, is it just the one? Alright, so I'll want to take that. Alright, good. Disband these troops. Oh, they've got a territory up here. Okay, don't worry about that right now. Let's see. I think we've got our realm mostly under control, so I'll give him that piece. And you know what? It's time for you to be incorporated into our kingdom. Without that, though, I imagine there will be a few more people joining factions, but we're under no threat, so it's fine. It's not going to make any difference. So this region here was just fucked up, so it's not going to be able to resist us very much. And it's already Catholic, so all I need to do is get this to level 4, and then I can turn it into a castle region, which would make it more valuable. And this belongs to Armenia. It seems like out of like the sort of war for Scandinavia, Sweden's coming out on top, which is fine. I don't care who comes out on top. I just want to be able to take it out in the fewest number of wars. So I might take another chunk out of Sweden soon. No, it's too expensive. Doesn't matter. I mean, I've got the money, but it doesn't mean we... Just because you've got money doesn't mean you should waste it on things that are overpriced. Especially if you don't need it. Ooh, you're so stingy. I've already explained many times before how being frugal is something that governors should be. Just because you have millions of gold or whatever doesn't mean you should throw 1,000,000 gold at a bauble or something like that. It's not worth it. Let's hit the Byzantine Empire again. I want to go for the last of the Georgian regions. I don't know. Okay, that one? Okay, good. Okay, I'm not going to raise Armenian forces this time because I want them to have some time to rest. So that's Poland there. Because I really need Armenia when it comes to attacking this. That being said, I could have used that that tithe to pay for the cultural points, but like I said, I just didn't need the cultural points. We're making good money at the moment. That's good to see. Easily paying for our retinues. We could pay for 10 times that amount. Could we pay for 10 times that amount? No. No, maybe 5 times that amount. So I would have 33,000 men plus the 13,000. Close to 50,000 men under my personal control. Obviously, the King of Sind is actually more powerful than I am, except that he doesn't have any vassals. Well, he doesn't have any king vassals, I should say. Actually, to define it, the King of Sind and all of his vassals is more powerful than me if I had no vassals. The King of Sind by himself without his vassals would nowhere near be as powerful as I am. Okay, I'll have to start wrapping up this episode because I got things I gotta do. Fine. Greedy monks. The only person who should be greedy is the king. The emperor. Same shit. What is an emperor but a king of kings? Is there a revolt now within the Byzantine Empire? Yeah. Fine by me. Sucks to be them. Decline. Okay, they should be surrendering any moment now. There we go. I can't be bothered to take them off the territory, just disband them. Alright, so, another territory, just transfer vassalage over to you. Okay, so now we've actually got dangerous factions showing up. So what's the problem here? King of Andalusia. Alright, if I just award him some honorary titles and a gift, that'll keep him off my back for the time being, which should get rid of this. Have I got time for one more war? Really pushing it here. Well, why don't we go for a quick war? No valid casus belli, they're too far away. Rostov here, they've only got the one region. And this is why we wanted to keep Armenia. Oh, jeez. I thought I'd get more than that. Let's get Poland in there as well. And we'll attack them from both sides. Actually, it looks like Poland's going to get smashed here. Because they had no morale. And then we just need to get over here quickly and capture this. This region here will be handed over to Poland. Okay, I wanted a quick war. It's a fairly large garrison in there. We need to get back over here as well. Okay, yeah, but the fort level's too low for it to really mean anything. And this temple has no defenses at all, so it is a quick war. Good. And that is another independent lord removed from the game. Which is exactly what we want. Alright, look, I'll pay for that one. Fine. We had a good run of money come through, so not a problem. Oh wait, I said it was supposed to go to Poland. Whoops. Ah, it doesn't matter. Alright, we'll have to end the episode here. I've just got things I gotta do. So anyway, that's the end of this episode, guys. So like and subscribe. Part 34 is next. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.